Hello, today's Bible study comes from Romans chapter 12, verses 9 through 13. These are going to be broken down because we're ending the chapter, but also because there's a lot of information in just these few verses. And as it reads as follows. Love must be sincere, hate what is evil, cling to what is good, be devoted to one another in love, honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor, serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with the Lord's people who are in need and practice hospitality. And this here, and it starts off and tells you exactly what this is going to be about in this section. It's talking about your love and how it's supposed to be, the actions associated with the love that you will show. And it starts off and it says, first of all, love must be sincere. And if you look at it in the King James Version, it says, love, let love be without hypocrisy. And this is almost saying, how can you love and it's not real love? Because if you love with hypocrisy, it isn't love. Now we have things that we may think are love, um, but true love, it has to be sincere. And even when we're in this community of Christians, the there can be hypocrisy. And we don't want it. And if you see hypocrisy, we must go against it. We have to. We want sincere, genuine love. Then it says, abhor what is evil, cling to what is good. In other words, get away from evil. Get away from it. And the thing here is it says, abhor what is evil and cling to what is good. It doesn't say just do the good part. It's telling you to do two things here. And it's a practice to do both things because it says, abhor what is evil. We're supposed to practice that. And or cling to what is good. No, that's a do both things. It doesn't say that anything. It says abhor what is evil, a command against evil. And then it says cling to what is good, a command. It does not say a or in there. It stops. It says abhor what is evil, period. Cling to what is good, period. And we have to practice doing both as followers of Christ. This is not an option statement. It is not do one or the other. It is saying you have to practice both. And that's what we have to do. It tells you right there, abhor evil. You have to. We have to. And as you see it, as I said, there is no or here. And when you abhor evil, it disgusts you. It's almost like you have this hatred for it, for evil. And it should disgust you because it goes against who we serve. So when it says it to us, it tells you straight up, abhor it, what is evil, and cling to what is good. And the only thing that you know to be good is God. Period. That's it. Then it says, be kindly affectionate to one another. Another command. We should be affectionate. Affectionate means loving, caring, concerned. We should be embracing. with brotherly love. You shouldn't have, as a Christian, you can't have a frown on your face all the time. You can't hate when people are loving you, and when people need love, you can't say, no, I can't give it to them. You have to be kindly affectionate to one another with brotherly love. And that's a big one. Be kindly affectionate. Don't be begrudgingly affectionate. Be kindly affectionate. Kindly. There's a quality that goes with this affection. And it's a kindness of affection, a loving affection. And then it says, to one another with brotherly love, plain and simple. And honor giving preference to one another. This just shows you that your affection is genuine. It's just genuine, sincere, as we were talking about. Let love be without hypocrisy. It's sincere affection. Matter of fact, it is giving you etiquette on how Christians should be with Christians and with others. And with others. Not lagging in diligence, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. If God is telling us to have these feelings, okay, and have these type of relationships of love and the etiquette on how to do them, remember, there's hard work with this too. If you want to honestly understand the Lord, you can't be lazy. When you seek his word, when you're reading a book of Proverbs and it speaks, it's just seeking wisdom. It tells you to search it out like it's a treasure. Find what it means. It's there, but you got to look for it. Be diligent, persevere. You got to go through it. When you love somebody, you got to work for that, because sometimes that love is to a person that will never show you love. When you have somebody that has harmed you, and in some cases, as I've experienced this past week, God forbid, for both families, when a death has occurred through the fault of another, you have to fight through that. And I saw that this week. I saw a family still praying for the young man that took away mom, wife, aunt, sister. You have to have that type of zeal for God. This is not a lazy thing. You wake up swinging for the Lord because Satan is telling you, stay with me. Do it my way. But you fighting Satan to get to the Lord. You like, nah, I got to be with God. I got to get on my knees. I got to thank him for this morning. I got to go out and smile at somebody. I got to go show the world that I serve a good God. I got to go pray some more. I got to go lift somebody up even when I'm feeling down. And when I'm down, I know I got to call on God and turn to him. See, that fervent in your spirit is those actions because you're serving the Lord. And we got these relations and this etiquette that we have with one another. It has to go into this world, but when we together, we should have it. But when we separate, we should be strengthened to leave and go out in the world and do some more. So the church, and the church is not the building, it's the people. The church is no place for laziness. You don't just get to come and hug on Sunday and then put your arms in your pocket and walk right past people on Monday. You don't get to come and jump for the Lord on Sunday and then sit on your butt for the Lord until next Sunday. You don't get to talk about how much you love the Lord in front of everybody on Sunday and then can't hear a church peep out of you Monday through Saturday. It's not for laziness. And the fervent in spirit, that's hot. That is steaming, ready to go, ready to burst, boil over, blow up, whatever you want to call it. It is that drive. It is that vigilance that you have to keep going. Then it tells you rejoicing in hope. Hope, hope is our reward. That's our ultimate reward with Jesus. We serve God in hope. We rejoice in hope. See, the results ain't here yet. But our faith tells us we rejoice in the hope. We know that it's coming, and we hope, we rejoice in our hope, and we look to the heavens and we call upon the Lord. Remember, hope, patience, and steadfast, they all describe our Christian character. And you see that when he's speaking of it, and then he goes into patience and tribulation. Woo! In short, you don't get to act a fool because of difficult times. You don't get to fall apart. You don't get to cuss somebody out. You don't get to say, I'm going to let this one slide. And we fall, but we ain't supposed to. We don't get to leave our hope or our patience or our continuing steadfastly in prayer. Just because we're going through something, that does not stop us from loving that person in the body of Christ. And it definitely better not stop you from doing the work that he has set out for us. We have no reason to let difficult times sink the excuses. And we're going to have some. But stay strong. Stay patient. Know that hope is the reward. Then it tells you distributing to the needs of the saints, given to hospitality. It's just saying, hey, y'all gonna do for one another. And you gonna do for others. And how you gonna do it? By either going to them and distributing. That means I'm doing some work. I'm going to them to distribute to the needs of these saints. Or if I show them hospitality, I might invite them to come to us. But both ways speak of doing work for somebody else. We become a servant for somebody else. And we know that we should do it. And these should be done in the church. We should have love for strangers. You never know who you might entertain. How about that? Uh-oh. And hospitality means love for strangers. It's a Greek word. So we should have that. And then we pursue people. But this time you pursue them with love. Not just your emotional feelings, but love. Christian love. We should do this all the time. Amen.